At 82, John could barely stand up from his chair. His legs trembled like dry leaves in the wind, his arms gave way halfway up, and every small step felt like a climb up a mountain. Doctors told him, "It's just age, John. Slow down." But John wasn't the kind of man to surrender to fate. He had lived a long, hard-working life, raising 3 kids, fixing his own house, walking miles to work every morning, and he refused to accept that weakness was his final chapter. One evening, while scrolling through his phone, he found a small health talk that mentioned a simple food known for rebuilding muscle naturally. It wasn't some expensive supplement or miracle pill. It was lentils. At first, John laughed. Lentils? The same humble beans his wife used to cook decades ago? But curiosity got the best of him. He decided to give it a try. He replaced his usual white bread breakfast with a warm bowl of lentil soup mixed with brown rice. Within 3 months, something remarkable happened. John started walking without help. He could lift his grocery bag again, and one morning, he surprised his daughter by standing up without holding the armrest. His blood test came back with numbers his doctor said looked like a man in his 60s. That small bowl of lentils became a symbol of hope. Not just for him, but for anyone who believes strength fades with age. You see, lentils are far more powerful than most realize. They're one of nature's richest sources of plant protein, 18 grams in a single cooked cup, nearly the same as 3 eggs, but without cholesterol or heavy fats. They also carry iron, folate, and magnesium, the essential trio that keeps your muscles fed, your energy steady, and your blood pumping with vitality. After 60, the body becomes slower at absorbing protein. That's why seniors often lose strength faster, even if they eat enough food. But lentils, when paired with brown rice or quinoa, form a complete protein that your muscles can easily use. Every bite fuels not just strength, but stability, balance, and confidence. What made John's story so inspiring was his simplicity. He didn't spend hundreds on powders or pills. He just cooked lentils twice a week with a touch of turmeric and cumin. Slowly, his life changed. Food, when used wisely, can heal in ways medicine sometimes can't. And that's exactly what the Inner Spark stands for, reigniting your body's power from within. But protein alone isn't enough. Let's talk about another secret weapon, hemp seeds. These tiny seeds are nature's hidden miracle for muscle and joint health. They're not drugs, not marijuana, but pure plant nutrition. Just 3 tablespoons hold nearly 10 grams of complete protein, packed with omega-3s that calm inflammation and protect your joints. Many seniors complain about stiffness in their knees or hands, but don't realize it's inflammation, not just aging. That's to blame. Omega-3s in hemp seeds soothe that fire, letting you move freely again. They're also incredibly gentle on digestion. Unlike heavy meats or shakes that bloat, hemp seeds digest smoothly, nourishing your gut and supporting the healthy bacteria that control immunity and muscle recovery. Science confirms this. A healthy gut leads to better absorption and lower inflammation. That's why John didn't stop with lentils. He began adding a spoon of hemp seeds to his morning oatmeal, blending them into yogurt, even sprinkling them over soups. Within weeks, his recovery improved, his energy stayed steady, and the soreness after long walks faded. 1 scoop a day, and he was fueling strength from the inside out. And if you're wondering what works while you rest, let's talk about cottage cheese, the nighttime repair food. As we age, most muscle loss happens at night. When you sleep, your body needs steady fuel to rebuild cells, but without it, those hours are wasted. Cottage cheese contains casein, a slow-digesting protein that feeds your muscles gradually through the night. It's like giving your body a silent assistant while you sleep. In one study, seniors who ate cottage cheese before bed increased overnight protein synthesis significantly, meaning their muscles were rebuilding even while they dreamed. John began ending his day with half a cup of cottage cheese sprinkled with cinnamon. It became his favorite bedtime ritual. The result? He started waking up lighter, stronger, and more energetic. He no longer felt that morning stiffness that once kept him trapped in his chair. Along with protein, cottage cheese gives calcium for strong bones and B12 for brain sharpness, the perfect combination for staying active after 60. And here's something many overlook: digestion. Heavy dinners can cause bloating or discomfort, stealing good sleep. but cottage cheese digests smoothly, keeping blood sugar stable overnight. That's why John's sleep improved too. Nutrition and rest, two halves of the same coin. Then there's Greek yogurt, another nighttime hero. Its creamy texture hides a slow-release protein powerhouse. It does exactly what cottage cheese does, but with the added bonus of probiotics. These friendly bacteria keep your gut healthy, which Harvard Health says directly supports muscle function. Because when your gut absorbs nutrients better, your muscles rebuild faster. The key, though, is choosing plain, unsweetened Greek yogurt, not the sugary versions on supermarket shelves. John liked to mix his with a handful of berries and flax seeds. That small habit gave him more fiber, omega-3s, and antioxidants, the kind that protects cells from aging. Over time, he said something simple yet powerful. I stopped eating for taste and started eating for strength. And it worked. His energy no longer dipped after lunch. He could bend, lift, and walk without that deep fatigue that once ruled his days. If you've ever felt that tiredness, that invisible wall between what you want to do and what your body allows, know this. Food can be your medicine, your defense, and your comeback. The next superfood John added was black beans. Most people overlook them, but these little legumes are packed with both protein and fiber, 15 grams of each in a single cup. That means they feed your muscles and your gut at the same time. Scientists call it the gut-muscle axis. A healthy gut helps muscles absorb amino acids efficiently, while strong muscles improve metabolism and reduce inflammation. It's a beautiful cycle, one that black beans support perfectly. John swapped his white rice for black beans twice a week. It not only balanced his blood sugar, but gave him the steady energy to walk farther each day. Magnesium inside those beans relaxed his muscles and calmed his nerves. He slept better, recovered faster, and smiled more often. His doctor couldn't believe the transformation. You've done what most people half your age struggle with, she said, and John laughed softly, saying, I just gave my body what it needed all along. That's what wisdom looks like. Not chasing magic pills, but respecting what nature already gave us. But if you're serious about fighting muscle loss, you must understand something called anabolic resistance. After 60, your muscles don't respond to regular protein the same way. It's like shouting through a closed door. The message doesn't get through. This is where whey protein becomes your strongest ally. Studies from the Journal of Nutrition show that 30 grams of whey daily can restore muscle-building response to near-youthful levels. Why? Because of leucine, an amino acid that flips the muscle growth switch inside your cells. It tells your body, wake up, it's time to rebuild. John started drinking a small whey shake after his morning walk, blended with water and a dash of cinnamon. It took him less than a minute, yet it became his most powerful habit. Within weeks, he noticed real changes, carrying groceries without breathlessness, walking upstairs without pausing halfway, and sleeping deeper than before. Whey also stabilized his blood sugar, giving him mental clarity and focus. When your muscles are fed, your brain thrives too. That's because energy flow improves across the whole system, body and mind working together. The real beauty of John's journey isn't that he found new foods, it's that he discovered something timeless: consistency. He didn't chase trends or depend on luck. He picked simple, affordable foods and trusted the process. And that's what the Inner Spark reminds you today. Your body has not given up on you. It's waiting for you to feed it what it understands. Nature doesn't forget how to heal. We just need to listen. So if you're over 60 and feeling weaker, slower, or less steady, start small. Replace one meal this week with something from this list. Lentils for strength, hemp seeds for recovery, cottage cheese for overnight repair, Greek yogurt for gut health, black beans for balance, or whey for rebuilding power. Watch what happens. In a few weeks, you'll notice mornings feel lighter, steps more confident, and sleep more restful. Your body doesn't want to give up. It just needs the right signal. John once said, "At 82, I didn't get young again. I just stopped getting old." That's the spirit of this message. You're not eating to survive. You're eating to thrive, to rebuild, to stand tall again. Age is real, but decline isn't mandatory. You can rewrite your story, just like John did. Every small habit counts. Every bowl, every spoon, every night of nourishment adds up to strength that medicine can't mimic. And when you do, you'll not only feel stronger, you'll feel alive again, independent, free, and ready to live on your own terms. If you like this video, then subscribe to our channel, like and comment, and share this video with your loved ones. Because somewhere out there, another John is waiting to hear that it's not too late. You are not finished. You are simply rebuilding. This is the inner spark, where strength begins again.